Hello, I'm Eliana, and in this video, I'll be giving an overview of FOLIO apps that are used in the acquisitions workflow. The Organizations app is where libraries can store information about vendors they purchase from. An organization must be marked as a vendor in order to be associated with purchase orders and invoices. Other kinds of organizations may include donors and consortium partners. When you create a new order or invoice, it's required to add a vendor associated with that transaction. The Invoices app allows libraries to manage payments and credits for acquired resources. When linked to a purchase order, invoices control that order's payment status. Invoices are also connected to funds in the Finance app via invoice lines. When an invoice is marked as paid, an expenditure is added to the associated fund or funds. If a library has a digital or online copy of the invoice, it can be uploaded or linked to the invoices record. The Finance app is where libraries can store information about their budgets for each fiscal year. Budgets are grouped by fund and can be further organized into groups and ledgers. Transactions such as encumbrances, payments, and credits triggered by the processing of orders and invoices can be reviewed in this app. Libraries can configure FOLIO to give a warning if the cost of an order would exceed the money allocated to a fund. Records can be automatically added to the Inventory app when a purchase order is opened. Staff can decide if they just want to add an instance record, an instance and holdings record, or an instance, holdings, and item record for each acquisition. If an item record is added, it will automatically go from the status on order to in process when the order is opened and received. An inventory record created from an order will have its acquisition history displayed under an Acquisition tab. The Serials app allows libraries more control over how ongoing orders appear in the Receiving and Inventory apps. Serial records are created from connected purchase order lines and use custom configured publication patterns to create predicted pieces. Predicted pieces turn into receiving pieces that represent incoming issues of the serial that the library is subscribed to. The pieces that are marked received can be displayed in the Inventory app under the Holding Records Receiving History tab. Finally, we have the Orders app, which is the backbone of FOLIO acquisitions. As you can see, and as mentioned in the previous slides, this app communicates with all of the other acquisitions apps in one way or another. Purchase orders represent a list of physical or electronic titles or packages being ordered from a vendor. Purchase order lines contain one of the titles or packages being ordered. A purchase order can have one or multiple purchase order lines. In previous slides, I've bundled the orders, receiving, and claiming apps together because they all assist in the process of purchase orders. In the Orders app, you can open and approve your orders. In the Receiving app, you can close orders by marking them received and keep track of expected pieces of your order. Finally, in the Claiming app, you can view all late pieces in one spot and send claims to vendors as needed. You can also claim pieces in the Receiving app, but the Claiming app has the benefit of being able to group together late pieces from different orders with the same vendor. This concludes this overview of all of the acquisitions apps in FOLIO. Thank you for watching.